Today, we're talking about identity, womanhood, and becoming. Because somewhere between 20 and 60, honey, we all believed something about womanhood that wasn't fully true. Something we were taught, something we picked up from culture, something we saw in our families, or something we believed about ourselves. And over time, life has a way of challenging those beliefs. So today, we're asking one big question. Who told us what being a woman was supposed to look like? And more importantly, what did we have to unlearn to become the woman we are today? So sit back, lean into the conversation, and if something resonates with you, share it with a sister, a mother, a daughter, or a friend. Because I promise you, somebody else is on the journey of becoming too. So, sis, let's be honest. And I want to start with a question that I think every woman can relate to. Because the truth is, what we believe about womanhood at 20 is probably very different from what we know now. I want each of you to finish this sentence. At 20, I thought being a woman meant. Jalen, we're going to start with you first.
Okay. At 20, I thought being a woman meant, y'all don't judge me. I had to take notes so I could remember everything.
No judgment.
I thought being a woman meant being strong and holding it all together, holding my own, supporting myself, and also being there to support my loved ones however they needed me.
You didn't think it was about partying, throwing it up, having a good time?
I mean, I was doing that too, but I was also out in college living on my own. So yes, I was partying and going to school, but I was working full time also to
Mm,
pay my bills. So I thought that I
yes.
needed to be just stand on my own 2 feet. I needed to be independent. I
Mm.
didn't want to stress my family, my mom out about needing help.
Did you feel confident in all of that, or did you feel like you might have been pretending a little bit?
I felt confident and it made me feel good to have my independence and know that. I mean, I always had a safety net. I always knew if I needed help, I had it, but it felt good to be able to do it on my own.
Okay, that's some good stuff right there. That's real good. Okay, Meek, you up next. I would like for you to share with us what 20 meant in your words.
At 20, I thought I had my whole life mapped out. My world meant being married, building something solid, and looking successful on paper. At that time, I was like goal driven. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to win. And I wanted to reach every milestone I set for myself. But if I'm honest, part of that was about the public image too. I wanted to look good. I wanted to look accomplished, and I wanted to look like I had it all together. But we can't
Can I
really.
ask a question?
Go ahead.
So with that being said, like, what was your relationship with, I guess the fear of failure? Because you have all these goals you want to reach, and I'm not saying you didn't because I don't know what,
No,
you know what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no.
But if you didn't, or it didn't look how you wanted it to look, how did you handle that?
Ooh, it was a lot. I endured a lot because I wanted to look perfect. And
Mhm.
and that goes into our next conversation, but once I, did that, I had to unlearn that I needed to live for me and not for everyone else. And I had to handle the the failure and a failed marriage. You know, um, I'm sorry, I'm a crybaby.
That's
Go
okay.
ahead.
Safe space, boo. Safe space. Let it out. But I
Yeah,
don't
I
want y'all
had
to jump
to.
too far ahead because we still got some growth opportunity to go.
Sorry, but I had
Go
to learn.
ahead.
I had to learn how to deal with that failure, and I had to come to terms. And therapy helped me out a whole lot, especially when I hit
Mhm.
that 30-year-old milestone. I went through it, and I really had to like focus on God and go to therapy just to deal with that.
Thank you, Mika.
That's real. Thanks for sharing me. Thanks for sharing. Okay, Auntie, share with us too about 20. Woof, 20.
That was so long ago. I'll just play.
Oh, the shade.
Nika.
Yeah, I pretty much thought being a woman meant freedom, really. You know, being independent. Um, didn't realize how hard it would be, like, we think in 20, we free, we get to make our own rules and do what we want to do the way we want to do it. And I really didn't realize how hard it would be. And during the process of it, I made tons of bad choices for my life. And with that, leads me to down the line that I'm not going to get into because we're going to cover that later. But yeah, pretty much it just, I had some life lessons. Pretty.
Yeah. Yeah.